Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. I just got off the phone with a Slender for Life weight loss client that was struggling a little bit with some discomfort around dieting and letting go of the weight. And she talked about how she was angry that she really didn't want to give up her old eating habits, that she missed going to McDonald's and having a bacon double cheeseburger. She missed the fries, she missed the chocolate malts, and yet she knew that those foods would never support her in getting to her goal weight, and that they certainly weren't healthy foods, but yet there was a part of her that had always comforted herself with those types of foods. I know for myself, one of my comfort foods was cinnamon rolls. And I've talked to you before about cinnamon rolls and my experience and my relationship with them. But with dieting and weight loss, there is a big issue called discomfort. And for most people, dieting is an uncomfortable experience, and you don't really want to give up your old eating habits. And then there's the other issue that food is often a way of patting oneself, on the back for a job well done. It's a way of rewarding oneself for having survived another difficult day, or maybe just having cleaned the toilet or gotten the kids in bed or whatever it might be. And food was certainly my drug of choice. Anytime I felt the least bit unloved, the least bit unaccepted, I was in the bakery buying, those cinnamon rolls, baker breads, cookies. As I've said before, grandma's food is love comfort foods. So what are ways that you can reward yourself and comfort yourself that's safe, healthy, and ecological in all areas of your life? And by ecological, I mean that this isn't about trading one vice for another vice. It's important to come up with ways that support you in all goals in all areas of your life. For instance, you don't want to trade eating for maxing out a charge card, or you don't want to trade eating for taking up internet gambling. And it's important to have both short-term goals as well as long-term goals. A great long-term goal may be seeing yourself in 2 years at your ideal weight, in that new swimsuit walking that white sand Maui beach. Or maybe it's taking your grandchildren at your ideal weight to Disneyland in a year or two. But you know what, tomorrow when stuff's hitting the fan at work, it's a stressful, busy day, life gets in the way, those long-term rewards a year or two from now are just way too far out there. So it's important to have short-term, immediate rewards, which actually can be surprisingly simple. Great short-term rewards might be getting up from your desk and just going to the water cooler and getting a cup of cold water. And just as you stand there for a moment and sip that water, feel each sip of cool water just soothe you and calm you and comfort you. Or maybe it's going to the water cooler, and like in my office, ours has both cold and hot water, and running some hot water. And there's something very calming, very soothing about making a cup of instant tea, and maybe it's just standing there and doing that and enjoying some herbal tea, or maybe it's coming home at night and brewing a pot of herbal tea. Maybe it's coming home and snuggling on the couch next to your sweetheart with a book, or crawling in the bathtub full of bubbles and lighting some candles and putting on some soft music and crawling in with a trashy novel. Things that I love to do is walk around my yard and maybe it's pull a weed here and there, look at all the various flowers, and just watch throughout the seasons of how all the various flowers change and what's in bloom, and watch them as they come and watch them as they go. Or maybe it's taking the dog for a walk. I love to take Luna for a walk, or I especially like taking her to the beach and watching her swim and playing ball with her. But what are your rewards? What are ways that you can comfort yourself that is safe, healthy, and ecological? Do you like to go for a bike ride? Do you have a hobby? Do you quilt? Do you do woodworking? Maybe it's getting on the computer and emailing a friend, or getting on the telephone and visiting a friend, or maybe it's actually going to a friend's house and spending some quality time with them. But how do you reward yourself? Why don't you shoot me some emails and or comment when this is in a post on my blog, and let me know ways that you reward yourself, ways that you comfort yourself. Now, this is Hypnosis Health Info, and I'm Roger Moore.